Welcome to Bus Vibes. Well, hello, YouTube land. We are back with another Bus Vibes episode. Oh, man. Today is Monday. How am I going to do this? It's going to be interesting. Holding the GoPro, because I'm not wearing my headpiece. What are they saying? Oh yeah, it's Monday, September the 8th. And I'm good on oil. And wanted to let you guys know, check all my stuff here. My lines are good and tight. Oil filter. Belt. Yeah. Check the belt. It's on video. Me checking the belts. After the debacle with what was it? Oh yeah. 1201 with the belt breaking. And good. Filter looks decent. Belt is good. Anyway, somebody was asking me, they were like, hey, do me a favor, take a picture of your engine. I don't remember what, I don't know, Roblox or something like that. Because this actually is a pretty clean engine. But, here you go. Here's the front. It's all kind of a reddish, orange-ish color. Well, afternoon, everyone. That is the weirdest thing. I don't know why. It's done it to me twice now. It did it at the shop once, and it did it in my yard once, where I was just moving my bus to here. I was mowing the lawn, so I just needed to move it. And at the shop, I was what was I doing? Oh yeah, I'd taken the trash out, and I was just driving around to get fuel. And so, just the parking brake decided to set on me. Those are the only two times, and neither time I was wearing my seatbelt. And the only way to reset it was to buckle in, put it in neutral, and then it would let me release the parking brake. Goofiest thing. So maybe I wasn't going fast enough. I don't know. But anyway, you guys are probably wondering, why am I not wearing a Hawaiian shirt? Mr. Dave always wears Hawaiian shirts. Well, you guys saw I have this is one of my the samples I got for the merch. I do have another shirt coming, and a hat. They're just not here yet. And I got a couple of stickers coming also. I'm gonna put them up on the top here. And I got a buddy he's got a what is it, the vinyl label maker, you know, that you can do each individual letter. And so he's gonna give me at Bus Vibes 25, so I can put it right here underneath. Most of my students know.
Hi, for you are.
Something just flew past me. Squirrel! Squirrel!
Oh, did you get my message about it?
So, I have a story for you guys after I do my first run. I don't want to talk about it yet, just because it's kind of a long story, and I don't have a lot of time right now before I get to my first school. Anyway. This week we are having to keep track of how many students we have on our bus for every route, whether it's a transfer route, whether it's a like for me, I've got an elementary route and then a high school, middle school route. So I have to keep track of all my students. That's where this thing comes in very handy. count them as they're coming in, count them as they're coming off, make sure my number was right, write it down. We got a sheet. They just want to get an overall picture of how many students are on each bus to see if they need to switch some of the routes around. Like, I know some people have got way too many kids on their bus. Other ones have hardly any. So I think they're just trying to figure out the best way to streamline the process. Again, the supervision is really trying to do their part to make our lives easier. Some of my coworkers, not so much, but supervision, yeah, I'll give them props. They're trying. And yeah, so it's weird. I'm actually not busy. Like this weekend, I did nothing on Saturday. I cleaned a couple of rooms. Me and my wife, we're starting spring cleaning, even though it's getting ready to be fall. You know, we go through the drawers, open up a drawer, check what's in there. If it's something that needs to be thrown out, get rid of it, that kind of stuff. And so did a little bit of that, but otherwise I had nothing planned. I pretty much, we did some cleaning, played with the grandson, and that was it was quite enjoyable this weekend. I didn't have too much going on, which was nice. It was very, very nice. And hopefully we can keep that going for the next couple weeks. August was slam packed for me. Now that we're in September, it's a little bit easier. I will go ahead and tell you all this. I do plan on doing a second video this week. Some of you guys are probably too young to remember it, but I was involved. Well, I don't want to say involved, but September 11th was a really big deal for me. And so on September 11th, I'm going to do a video kind of recapping what happened to me when the attacks happened on the Pentagon and the World Trade Centers. And there is a big, one of our Lowndes County Schools trucks is in my way. Well, guess what? That's as good as I can get, because I'm gonna have students coming right up here and I can't get in their way. This guy would have come up straight. It's just, I feel bad for the person behind me. He's not gonna be able to get in very easily. There's just no way. There is some kind of little bug flying around me. It's driving me batty. Hopefully it's not a mosquito or something. Oh, there's a dead mosquito on the windshield. It's actually 79 degrees out. I don't have the air conditioning cranked freezing cold. There's just no, I mean, I've got it on for me a little bit just because just to keep a little bit of the inside a bus can get not claustrophobic, but it just kind of can get feeling, you know, if you don't have the air on for a while. What I typically do is I typically will turn it on for a little bit, then turn it off for a little bit, then turn it on for a little bit, turn it off for a little bit. That way, it just keeps the air circulating. I don't like putting it on and keeping it on. I probably will for the high school, middle school kids, just because they're basically adult size, and when you get that many kids on the bus, it'll start to get humid and ugh. So there are keys in that truck. I could move it. Nah. That's more hassle than it's worth. So, this, those of you that know, well, those of you that know, if you knew me, I am not one that likes to be front and center. That's why I don't mind wearing the GoPro on my head, because you can't see me. Having the camera facing right at me and me looking at you guys like this, it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Oh boy. All right, everyone, that was an interesting. That was interesting, a lot. Give me a second here. So, I'm taking my elementary kids back, and one of them was, it was a family of, couple of them. Anyway, more than one. And the oldest was like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't recognize that car. I don't know whose it is. And so, super intelligent, smart, very smart. So, I mean, I was like, stay on the bus. I'll take you back to school. We'll call your folks and find out. You know, I was on the radio, called the school. They were like, yeah, Mom has a rental car. So, anyway, so brought him back, and they were all like, it's all good. So, but still, very intelligent children, to recognize, hey, that's not something that's supposed to be there. And all right, so the big story. All right, I was in junior ROTC in high school. And I was in an Army ROTC. Of course, I went in the Air Force, but I was in an Army ROTC. As a matter of fact, here's a picture of me. Yeah, that picture was Sierra 1987. 86, 87, somewhere in there. Getting ready to graduate high school. Yeah, so 87. So it's a lot different now, because I've got several of them that are in the Air Force JROTC. I'm just going to call it ROTC. It is JROTC. JROTC. The J stands for Junior. ROTC stands for Reserve Officer Training Corps. Basically, it's just to teach kids what the military is like before they go in, while they're still high school students. Also, if you complete 3 years of JROTC, if you go in enlisted, you go in as an E3. So that's what I did. I went in as an E3. Well, let me rephrase it. In basic training, you're all E1s, you're all grunts. I got paid as an E3. I didn't actually sew on my stripes until actually I left, the day we were leaving. So, they do stuff now that's totally different than what I'm used to. One, apparently this year, they're able to opt out of wearing the uniform, which I'm like, what? You know, I'm sorry. All right, that was pretty funny. Me trying to be hip. I don't think so. But still, opting out of the, I mean, when I was in, there was no question. You wore your uniform. Yeah, we tried to get away with stuff and we got yelled at. Like, we would change our shoes because those low quarter ones you had to shine all the time, they just weren't comfortable. And so yeah, a lot of times we would change our shoes, but we still stayed in uniform. They have new uniforms for these guys. They have their Class A's, which is their blues. They've got a ABU, which is a Airman Battle uniform, which we don't even use anymore. It's been retired. I used to wear it all the time. If you ever saw my what do you call it? My shadow box. I need to hang it back up again because when we were moving rooms around, I put it in storage. I know exactly where it is, and I've got a perfect place for it, so I need to hang it up. But if you look at mine, you can see all of my different rank I was, and each one's different. You know, different colors, different whatever, because the uniforms changed that much. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying, is they're allowed to wear this ABU pants and then a black t-shirt that says JROTC, or it said, oh, what was it? It was a black t-shirt with white letters. I don't remember. It was, I'm sure the kids that are on my bus, I'm sure they will give me an earful later about what it said. So anyway, so they had a competition this weekend, and I know this because they talked all about it last week. And when I say competition, it was a physical training competition, because when I was in, the only competitions I ever got to go to were, I went to 3 different places. One of them was Fort Bragg, yeah, Alabama. I think that's what it was. But anyway, that was like a nationwide competition I was in. Went down to Gainesville, Florida in one, which was a statewide, and then another one, a couple of them down in Tampa. But they were all either color guard, which is, we're the ones that carrying the flags, because there are certain things you have to do when you're carrying the flags, certain movements and all that. Then you had the drill team, which were the guys that threw the rifles back and forth and spinning them and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. That's what I mostly. I started color guard, then I kind of transitioned to the drill team because I liked it better. And then we had the rifle team. Those were the guys that shot the rifles. Most of the time they were, I remember when we qualified, this just tells you how long ago it was, we used pellet rifles just for the everyday people. The rifle team, they were the cool ones. They got to shoot 22s. So 22 is a bullet about that big, right? And then when you then you graduate and you go to the military and you shoot M16 or M4s or something, you know, it's quite a bit different. But anyway, so they do competition. They're doing physical fitness competitions because they do a lot more physical fitness stuff now than they did when I was in. Case in point, that's why I'm as big as I am. Plus, I've been retired for, I don't know, going on like 15 years since I've been retired. So yeah, I'm glad they're doing this stuff. I really wish they would have done this kind of stuff whenever I was in. That would have been so nice, you know, just to kind of get you prepared for what you need to do, you know, physically wise. Because I was overweight my entire military career, and I always struggled with passing the physical fitness stuff. I did. There were times though where I had to go on what they called the Fat Boy program, where I was required to lose so many pounds or so many inches in my waist every month. Yeah, it was pretty hardcore. Now, I don't know if they still do that or not. Yeah, I've been retired for a while. But I'm glad they're starting it in high school age and not just waiting till you're active duty. That is one dirty butterfly. She's making faces at me. But yeah, there was, I'm so glad that they're doing this now for these guys and girls. So, gets me to my point. I don't even know if I recorded on that front camera or not. I'll find out when I go to edit it. Thank you, Jake. Oh, yeah. So they had a competition this weekend, and one of the girls on my bus, they were all talking about it today, and they were laughing, and I was like, what's so funny? And they were like, here, when I was stopped. Didn't look at her phone while I was driving. And of her running into the wall. So here, let me give you all. Here it is on the screen. Now I went ahead and did a voiceover or a music or something over the top of it, so you guys wouldn't hear their names or anything. Sorry I'm like that. I don't want to, especially when they gave me permission to use it. They actually put on my phone and transferred it. So she gave it to me. I thought it was quite funny, actually. But still, it's good to see this younger generation getting out there where we're not just where's my phone? It's in the pocket. Not just doing this all the time. All right, so, but yeah, that makes me need a lozenge or something. I think I'll take a lollipop. Anyway, yeah, for those of you that were interested, I mean, I did show you guys the merch earlier on the shirt and stuff. I tried to not make them too expensive. I mean, they wanted, when I initially put it all in there, they wanted to charge a lot more, and I'm like, dude, I don't need to make that much money on these. I just want to make a little bit, a couple dollars, you know. So I tried keeping the prices reasonable, because I'm sorry, I don't want to spend $30 for a t-shirt. You know, I'm sorry. No, that's wrong. So anyway, hopefully you guys will like them, buy some. I'm waiting for my my speed limit 201. That's pretty cool. I sent a picture to Lane. He was like, "That's clever, funny with the way you did that." And but yeah, it's fun. Something you guys, hopefully you guys would buy some. I had a couple orders already, which I appreciate those of you out there that are doing that. You know, just makes a little bit of stuff on the side. Because as you guys have all heard from Lane and I, this job does not pay much. I mean, same with any teacher salary. So, but I'm glad that I'm able to do this for you guys. Well, I just got finished dropping off everybody. And now I gotta go to the shop because one of my students left her phone on the transfer bus, and they don't know if the driver's going to be there or not tomorrow. So apparently they weren't there today, this afternoon anyway. So I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to run over there, grab it, and then I'll bring it and give it to her in the morning. You know, turning these things is not, you know, like there's no one on my left. If you were to see the road down the road, there's nobody on the left. But because there's cars on the right coming towards me, I can't quite go, because if I don't want my back wheels to hit the curb, I kind of have to go into the next lane a little bit. And so what was I going to say? There was something else I was going to talk about today, and my mind has gone totally blank. I don't know. It's old age setting in, I guess. Don't have the memory that I used to. But as I said earlier, at the beginning of September, things have kind of slowed down a little bit, which is nice. I don't think we have another day off school until Thanksgiving. I'd have to look at the calendar. I don't have it with me. I got it on my phone, but I'm not going to pull it out. Do that. Yeah, I am a Star Wars fan. Science fiction in general. Our sci-fi channel tonight, we're actually recording tonight, and you know, we typically do older movies, it seems like, just because the newer stuff has been beat to death right now. So we're kind of revisiting the older stuff, and two of our guys have never seen a lot of these movies. They're just kind of new into the science fiction realm. So we're watching Star Trek 3, Search for Spock. It's not the greatest of the Star Trek franchise movies, and it's not the worst. It seems like the even number ones were really good. You know, 2, 4, and 6. 1, 3, and 5, but it was a good storyline. I will talk about it more tonight. If you got a chance, it's linked in the description block to go ahead and check it out. Oh, and also, if you look down in the description block, you're going to notice a whole lot of legal mumbo jumbo.
Station 150, Miss Aura.
I talked to Lane. He started doing that because somebody was basically stealing his content and doing other stuff with it. So, anyway.
What's your ETA back to the bus shop?
So, do I want to get fuel? Man, I feel like I'm a squirrel sometimes.
Did you say 455?
Hey Siri, text Susan Washbaugh.
445.
I need to swing by the bus barn real quick.
People he's here to get the phone.
Yeah, when I say real quick, it's, I mean, I think it's like 4 or 5 miles from my house, maybe 6. I don't know. It's not that far. Although I do have to cross a railroad crossing. But and it is quite humorous. I watched Lane's video today and seeing his stuff that he was talking about, all the bugs, dead bugs that he had splashed on his windshield. I just washed this thing last week, and it's still pretty good. I got a couple of little stuff here and there, but for the most part, I'm not worried about keeping this thing spotless. There's no way I could. I mean, that would be a full-time job, driving and cleaning. Okay, I'm talking too loud. I mean, like today, I had to sweep out the bus because on Friday they decided to give our elementary students pom-poms. School color, Viking color pom-poms. It's fine. But I didn't realize it, you know. I mean, when I left on Friday, I pull into my house and I shut the bus off, go to the back and shut the alarm off. And, you know, I look at the seats. I didn't really look at the floor and underneath the seats. There was so many pom-poms, the little stringy thingies everywhere. And, you know, in the mornings, I get up, I inspect my bus, and then I go, you know. So this afternoon, I desperately needed to sweep it because they were everywhere in the back. And today was some kind of pirate slash mermaid slash some, I don't know. I totally, you know, forgot about it. I was wearing this shirt. I could have worn I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, so I have a Buccaneer Hawaiian shirt I could have wore. Didn't even think about it, and that would have been pretty good, but I didn't do it. I got my kid's phone. Not my kid, well, one of my students. And I was just over there talking to Lane for a second. He's like, hey, let me film your bus. Because 99's right over there. Someone was driving 99. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see if you can. Right there, there's 99 on the fuel bay. And those of you wondering, I don't know if I can turn this or not. Let me see if I can loosen it up. Yeah. All right, there's Lane in 171. Oh, the fun we have recording each other and being goofy. Just know, even in your mid-50s, you can have fun. You can have fun doing your job and having a good time with it. This weather is overcast, and then it gets cleared up, and then it gets overcast, and then it gets cleared up, and then there's my buddy Fred. Well, everybody, thank you all for watching today. And yeah, it's been a good day. Hopefully you guys have a good week. And until next time, thanks for watching.